The SEC is out of control, but these states aren't having it. Let me fill you in on this interesting trend. What is up, gang? It is I, Carlton Flowers, your crypto pro.
Yay!
And today we are going to talk about this very interesting and somewhat exciting trend that we see going on with certain states passing regulations, clapping back at the SEC and the United States federal government as they try to continue to crack down on cryptocurrency so that they can remain in full control of the citizens of the United States and the monetary supply. It's been pretty frustrating watching the hearings with Gary Gensler, who, as I mentioned in the last video, is doing his job of throwing a complete wrench into the process of anything related to bringing clarity to regulation with cryptocurrency, doing exactly what he's being paid to do, why he was appointed by a president who is not so much for cryptocurrency. But then when you dig a little deeper and looking into the news, you see that there is a growing trend among the states who are clapping back at the federal government when it comes to the regulations. Now, a lot of you may not know, who are not living in the United States, that even though we are a country under the guidance and control of the federal government, we are a group of independent states, that each state has their rights and ability to pass laws and rules for the people that they govern within their boundaries. And then we come together as a federal government, forming the republic that we are, which is not a democracy. It is a republic. And then we try to agree to bring all the states together with federal laws that make this machine run the way that it runs. All right, so I've got plenty of notes here, and I'm just going to read straight off my notes and then expound on the individual states and tell you about what they are doing specifically in passing legislation that guards the future of cryptocurrency. So here we go. The latest in cryptocurrency news is that a number of states are fighting back against the SEC with protective measures in laws passed. These measures are designed to protect investors. That's something you never hear from the federal government or SEC. They're all about protecting the rich fat cats like BlackRock, protecting the rich and not the poor. Designed to protect investors and businesses in the cryptocurrency industry from the SEC's aggressive enforcement actions. So the states view these actions as aggressive, and they want to protect the people that reside within their individual jurisdictions. One of the most significant measures is the Wyoming Blockchain Act, which was passed all the way back in the year 2019. The act creates a regulatory framework for cryptocurrency companies and gives them the same legal protections as traditional financial institutions. This has made Wyoming a hub for cryptocurrency businesses, and it is likely that other states will follow suit, which that has actually come to pass. Another important measure is the North Dakota Digital Currency Act, which was passed in 2020. The act creates a regulatory framework for cryptocurrency mining and allows businesses to operate without a state money transfer license. That's one way that the federal government has been able to hook a lot of people and rug pull them from the cryptocurrency sector. And it is likely that other states will also follow suit with that particular topic as far as having a money transfer license being required before operating. The SEC has been criticized for its aggressive enforcement actions against cryptocurrency companies. In particular, the SEC has been accused of overstepping its authority and creating uncertainty in the industry. See, that's Gary Gensler throwing a wrench into the process and stonewalling, not answering questions during those hearings, claiming not to know if Ethereum is a security or not, deflecting all of the questions and just looking like a bumbling, fumbling idiot, which he is not, because like I said in the previous video, he is a very, very smart man. The measures being taken by the states are designed to protect investors and businesses from the SEC's actions, or lack thereof, as far as passing clear regulations, and to create a more level playing field for the cryptocurrency industry. That's kind of exciting. So now we're going to talk about all of the actions state by state, and then we'll end with my own state here in Missouri, which is the show me state. Wyoming. Of course, we had the Wyoming Blockchain Act that gives a regulatory framework for cryptocurrency companies and gives them the same legal protection as traditional financial institutions. Why can't the SEC do the same? It can't be that hard. Well, there's a reason. They don't want to, because they are trying to derail the innovation and stop this train from arriving at a point where cryptocurrency will rival U.S. fiat currency. The state of North Dakota has an act that they passed called the Digital Currency Act, and it creates a regulatory framework for cryptocurrency mining and allows businesses to operate without a state money transmitter license. The state of Texas. Now, you should already know that the state of Texas ain't having it. They're the Lone Star State. They're not going to go down without a fight. They're the first ones to come out swinging. The Texas Virtual Currency Business Act creates a regulatory framework for cryptocurrency businesses and gives them the same legal protections as traditional financial institutions. And as we know, Texas is a safe haven for the it's a great place for mining because of the low cost of electricity. And in recent news, we also have a bill that is being passed that is going to protect the ability to use the flare gas, flaring the excess natural gas and using that as an energy source for Bitcoin mining, which reduces the carbon footprint. Exactly the opposite of what we hear I'll just say it. What the liberals and environmentalists are saying about cryptocurrency. Go away. I'm going to have to just unconnect this phone. That's my Mediacom phone. I only get spam phone calls from that phone. All right, let's move on down to Florida. The Florida Digital Currency Act creates a regulatory framework for cryptocurrency businesses and gives the same legal protections as traditional financial institutions. Same thing. In addition to the fact that they are going to pass a bill banning the use of CBDCs. That's right, Florida is taking a lead on that. Colorado has also passed a bill with a regulatory framework and giving the same legal protections. Nebraska has done the same with the Nebraska Uniform Regulation of Virtual Currency Businesses Act, giving a framework and protections to financial institutions along with cryptocurrency projects. Utah, same thing. They've got a framework and legal protections. Arizona, they have a regulatory framework and legal protections. As with Georgia, Nevada, and Missouri. Now, let me give you a few more details on Missouri. So we passed a few pieces of legislation related to cryptocurrency. In 2019, we passed a law that exempts cryptocurrency from property tax. So they can't come, the money grubbers can't call it property tax and then snatch part of our gains. So it protects crypto from property tax and securities regulation. So they can't regulate us here in the state of Missouri as a security. The law also defines digital assets in Missouri's Uniform Commercial Code. Why can't the SEC do the same? In 2022, Missouri passed a law that modernizes its money laundering statute to include cryptocurrency. This law clarifies any underlying confusion and permits state prosecutors to pursue previously elusive criminal activity. Now, that's the number one thing that you hear Elizabeth Warren and all of the rest of the dunces on Capitol Hill as they're just lying. They're not telling the truth. They like to use the whole money laundering issue and illicit use to say that we should ban cryptocurrency when we know that the US dollar has been involved in money laundering in many ways for many, many decades. But we don't ban the US dollar. It doesn't make any sense to ban the instrument that is being cleaned. You ban the actual act that the person who is involved in the illegal behavior. So if the state of Missouri can pass a law to make it clear, why can't the U.S. federal government do the same? Well, they're not going to because they want to use that as an excuse to crush crypto. Missouri is also considering a bill that would protect home and corporate mining operations, just like Texas. The bill would preclude the state and political subdivisions from prohibiting the running of a node or series of nodes for the purpose of home digital asset mining. We are protected. It would also limit prohibitive actions that the state can take against corporate mining businesses. Now, if we had as cheap of electricity as Texas would, we'd have a flock of people coming to this state because they know that they are going to be protected by law. And the worn out old excuse of Bitcoin increasing the carbon footprint, well, it just won't wash here. So let's see here. How many states did I just name? We have Wyoming, North Dakota, Texas, Florida, Colorado, Nebraska, Utah, Arizona, Georgia, Nevada, Missouri. So that's 11 states passing laws, passing bills that give regulatory framework for crypto, that give legal protections to the crypto projects, just as we give to financial institutions, and protecting mining and making it clear as it regards to the laundering of money and use of crypto. So that's interesting. I would imagine that we're going to see more and more states that will follow suit. So this is an exciting and growing trend, and I hope to see more states jump on board, which I would imagine that the states that were traditionally ones that will push back against federal government control, that will lean on states' rights, those are the ones that are going to put up a fight. I know that in our state, in Missouri, we are definitely one that will push back. So let me know what you think of this trend and if you're excited and encouraged by this. And I would also love it if you would like, comment, and subscribe to the Crypto Pro channel. And if you would like to help me to defray the cost of producing this channel, you may do so with the giving of a super thanks. And I thank you in advance. Spread the word. Let's get to 10,000. That is all I've got for now. This is Carlton, and I am out.